Something started to smell very badly. And that's why my engine is not running anymore. Good morning YouTube, and guess what? I'm back in Antalya. I drove now more than 10,000 kilometers across whole of Turkey, and now I'm back in Antalya like last winter. But this time I'm doing some paperwork here for my visa to get into Iran. But today we're not gonna talk about Iran yet. Today I want to go to the garage because I've driven now so many kilometers. It's time for me to get some new oil, new spark plugs and a new oil filter. I have also the feeling that I'm losing a bit of power in my engine, and last time putting some new spark plugs, it fixed the problem. Let's do this. Here in Turkey, all the garages are like grouped together in one place. It's pretty handy because if you need to have something fixed about your car, you just go to this place. They have all the parts, they have all the specialists there, right there. So I always just go there and just find somebody that knows my car and just wants to fix it. It's pretty easy to find somebody like that because a Ford Transit MK2 from this year is pretty popular here in Turkey. I'm just back from the garage. I have new oil, new spark plugs and a new oil filter, but still something seemed off with the engine. So I started trying to figure out what the problem was with this engine. So doing some research, I found out that one of my cylinders was not working anymore. Cylinder 2 is dead. So that means I'm losing a lot of power because one of my cylinders is not working. Luckily, I can still drive with these 3 cylinders. But now let's check what is wrong with cylinder 2, the one that is broken. Here you see. A proper cylinder needs 3 things to work. 1 is benzene, of course. 2 is a spark to ignite the engine. And 3 is a compression to press everything together. And if one of these things are missing inside of the cylinder, the cylinder dies and it will not work anymore. Now after my diagnosis, you clearly see that my cylinder 2 don't have compression. I can still drive like this, but if I want to reach India one day, I really need to have this engine running on a top condition. This is also something that I cannot repair myself, so I need to find a garage that wants to help me. Not just any garage, but a garage that wants to do this properly. I'm happy that I'm in Antalya with this problem, because here in Antalya there are a lot of garages. Okay, I went to my first garage here. It's specialized for Ford. I walk in, I asked him for my Ford Transit from the year 1979, and he looks at me like, "This Ford has cars made in 1979? I was like, okay, never mind, I will go somewhere else. Okay, I have some good news at least. I went from garage to garage to garage to garage to ask the people if they wanted to help me with my engine. Finally, I found one that wants to help me. It's in Aksu. He wants to help me on Monday. He told me it will take 2 or 3 days to fix it. Hopefully it would be in 2 days, because I want to be back on the road as fast as possible. Okay, good morning. It's like 7:30 and I have now the appointment with the mechanic that wants to take apart my engine. I didn't sleep so well, but still I want to reach the mechanic pretty early, that we can start as soon as possible, because this is not an easy job. So yeah, as you probably can guess, I am pretty nervous. So these are all the parts that we took out of the engine. We have radiator, carburetor, air filter, and engine head, and then the valves. So you see that these valves, they are finished, they are completely burned, and that's why one of my pistons could not have any compression anymore. These are completely burned out, so we need to replace them Now inside the engine is completely empty, you need to have a look. Like you see, it's dark outside and the garage is already closed. My van is not fixed yet. I hope it's fixed tomorrow. And I'm gonna give you 2 guesses where I'm gonna sleep tonight. Yes, I'm gonna sleep right outside of the garage. If I can give you one advice about Sanais here in Turkey, don't come here when it's dark. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of mechanic time, like trying to fix my engine. Not only the mechanics become crazy if it's getting dark, no, but there is also like strange things happening. I hear people screaming in the middle of the night here, not so far away from here. Like you see, it's getting busy here very quickly. You thought you're gonna have a peaceful morning? You are thinking wrong. Let's have some well-deserved breakfast in this peaceful morning. In the meanwhile, I need to wait for my new parts to arrive for my engine. I'm just gonna drain the transmission and put some new oil in there. Because if I want to drive to India, it can use some new oil. So I saw that my brakes were finished. A pretty important piece of my car if I want to arrive safely in India. So I bought some new brakes. Let's install them, right? Let's do the same on the other side, huh? Just like that, new brakes. Now we can drive safe again. But still we need to wait for the part to fix my engine. I don't know if it's gonna come today. Then hopefully tomorrow. I think I can use a shower. Chefe! Good morning to day 3 of living inside of a garage. But today I hope the parts for my engine arrive, because it's time for me to go. I had enough of this place. After 3 days of waiting, the part I was waiting for is finally here. I'm so stoked, I'm so happy. They are gonna install it right away. So hopefully it's fixed soon and I can leave. Got a new set of all new gaskets. I'm so excited, I'm so nervous at the same time. Something started to smell very badly. Yes, we have so many new parts inside of my engine. That's awesome. Like we have new spark plugs, new valve head, new valves, new oil in the engine, new oil in the gearbox, new brakes. We have a new timing belt, new bolts, new gaskets, new sealings. Awesome. But now the moment of truth. Let's test drive this puppy. Yes, the test drive is going very smooth. I have even the feeling that the engine is running better now than before I started this trip. So that's crazy. My test drive, I drove to this amphitheater. This is supposed to be the best preserved amphitheater of whole of Turkey. But I'm so happy that this story has a happy end. Okay, I'm now editing this video that you're watching now, but I forgot to make an outro. So here's the outro. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me some support by giving a thumbs up, giving a comment, and please consider subscribing. But for now, I hope you'll always see the light stars. Follow your dreams, and until next time, YouTube. Ciao!